Hi Virgos, this is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. This is the week of November 30th through December 6th, 2020, which means that this year is almost over. I've never seen a year like this. We've had COVID, we had the riots, which I have seen riots before back in the 60s, and then we had the craziest presidential election known to man, which I predicted would come out the way it did because I asked my pendulum. Not because I'm brilliant, it's because my pendulum is brilliant. So, in fact, on Tuesday, tomorrow, I am going to be asking my pendulum your yes and no question. So send me a text, 405-512-9400, with your questions. That way I will answer them with just your first name and the question. So send them to me, 405-512-9400. So, starting off, we get the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands says that you're working really, really hard to get where you want to go, but sometimes you're not working as smart as you could work. See, it's like holding all these cards. If I'm holding them like this, it's harder than if I hold them like this. So you need to plan the way you're going to do your work and get it done without working so hard. Because sometimes when you work too hard, you just don't enjoy the fruits of your labors. The next card we get is a Chariot. So we're going to flip it over, which goes right in line with that working too hard. Because this is saying that you should be using your brain instead of your brawn. In this card, see, he's holding a wand, like this one. Holding a wand. And he is controlling everything by his brain power. He's not holding the reins. He's controlling those sphinxes just by his brain. And you too can be doing that. But you have to think up through everything. Right now, you've been doing some work and you've been having some things happen that you just feel like you're out of control of. Then we get the 7 of Swords. This card is saying to you that there is somebody in your life that is a sneaky, dirty dog. Actually, let's take that back because I don't think that dogs are dirty at all. And I would never say that a dog was a dirty dog. So, there's just some people around you or a person around you that is not trustworthy, that is sneaky, that is not actually on your side, even though they're professing to be. And that's part of the reason that you've had to work so hard, because really they are undermining you. Don't let them do that anymore. You need to be aware of them and stop it. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Grimalkin Tarot deck. Grimalkin is a archaic word for cat. And this is the Grimalkin. This card, when I see it, it just so send chills up me. This cat says to be yourself. You be the cat that you are meant to be. Find the magic. Find the magic in your life. Because we all have magic. We do. I was just watching The Crown a few moments ago about a horrible accident that took place in Aberfan back in, I think, 1969. I had never even heard of it. I had to look it up. And as I was very sad and cried, yes, on a TV show, I know, for the loss, in some weird random way, that was magic. Because I could empathize with something that happened 50 years ago. I could sense the loss and the sadness today. I could hear those babies crying. And that's magic. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Crow Tarot deck. We get the High Priestess. The High Priestess says, see, there's this crescent moon, which is all about magic even more. And she's wearing a veil. And she's got the pentacle, she's got the cup, she's got the wand. She's got a sword. She has all the tools that she needs to spiritually grow. And you two do too. But you have to make the choice to have that spiritual growth. You can't just have it happen by osmosis. You have to choose to accept that. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. The first card I get is Courage. This card says that you are to have courage as you're becoming yourself, as you're growing spiritually, and as you're growing smarter and not harder, making those choices. And this card is also about dreaming your dreams. And this card says that you are to dream the dreams you're meant to have. And don't let those sneaky people stop you from achieving what you're meant to achieve and what you want to achieve. All too often, we get tired and we give up our dreams. Let's not do that anymore. Okay, I'm going to read the crystal ball. I see a flower. Flowers are about new growth and new life. And even though we're in the winter, in a few months, we're going to be in the spring. And there's going to be new flowers and new life coming forth. And you can choose to be part of that new life. And I see a stain. You're afraid that something in your past is going to hold you back and keep you from getting that new life. You don't have to let that. I promise you, you can make the choice to move on and start anew. That's why we have spring every year, because we get to start anew. And I also see three roads. You have the choice of which road to go down, which dream to let grow. Because dreams need to be planted in the ground and let them grow up. You too need to let your dream grow up. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text, 405-512-9400. Be sure and send me your questions, 405-512-9400. And go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page so you'll never miss another reading again. Bye.